Hello. Hello and welcome to First Unity Spiritual Camp's Thursday night meditation and healing service. And we're here every Thursday night, unless someone tells you we're not. And we have all of our Reiki practitioners and masters here. And we have Michaela making beautiful music with her bowls and her voice. Thank you, Michaela. And I'm Reverend Serena Himmer. And I feel blessed and grateful to be here. So, yeah. So at the end of the year, I tend to clean things out in my house, get rid of the old things that aren't needed, and send them off to somewhere they're needed. And so I was clearing off some shelves, and I realized I had more than 20 Bibles. And there were some I hadn't written in, and so I decided to send them off to someone who could use them. But as I took one off the shelf, a letter fell out of it. And it was in one of those old air mail. Does anybody remember those? And it was a letter from my son while he was studying art and architecture in Italy for a quarter during his undergrad. I think it was undergrad. Might have been his master's. But anyway, I was reading that letter, and I feel like it was perfect timing for me to share what he experienced and what came to me after reading his letter. So if you mind, I'm going to read a little bit of it. A little prelude, too, as he was there. Part of the studies was to go into churches and museums. And so what he said was, let's see. Going through so many art museums, this on here, you begin to see many recurring themes or connections in the artwork. My latest have been the Ascension paintings, the paintings of when Archangel Gabriel came to Mary. There are an enormous amount of paintings of the Ascension, and they seem to have a theme. The angel is on the left in the painting, and Mary is on the right, which actually for me, I thought, if you were in the picture, Mary was actually on the right and Angel Gabriel was on the left, which would be her, the receiving side, the feminine side. So in the painting, if you were in the painting, if you were Mary, she was on the receiving side. And he says that there was a void in the middle, or an emptiness, but often it is depicted as a garden, a place where things can grow. And so that's the theme of our evening meditation. So now if you're ready to relax, allow your body to do that. Just give yourself permission to relax. And let yourself be comfortable wherever you are, whether you're here in one of the seats or you're at somewhere else at home. Just make yourself comfortable. And with your breath, be conscious of it and initiate the allowance of a breath coming in to your body. A breath coming in and filling up your entire torso, or even farther. But feel the breath expand from your root to your crown, expanding wide and deep. And as you exhale, let go. Let go of some of those things like those old Bibles. Just let go. Letting go opens up space to receive. And let's do 2 more of those, allowing the breath to come in and fill you up more deeply and more widely, more comfortably. And as you exhale, fully let go. Just let go of anything and everything that's not needed in this perfect divine moment. One more deep inhale, allowing the breath to relax your body. And as you exhale, blowing it out, letting go. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Leaving space, leaving that space. Now, Archangel Gabriel is the announcer. He brings us messages from the divine. He represents the knowing, the accepting, the new. And there was young Mary, out of the blue, being informed by Gabriel that she was with child, something amazing, some miracle. Every new child is a miracle. And what did she say? She said, "Your will be done." She surrendered. She let go. She had to have been afraid. I mean, what were people going to think? That's my mother's favorite thing. But she still said, "Yes, let your will be done." How does that work? We have our own free will too. But tuning into that divine connection we all have, because we are all part of the whole. Tuning into that divine connection helps us to know, to hear. So let's take a journey into the garden, that space, that zero limit space, that place of all possibilities. And because we know all things are possible, decide what you want to bring forth. It can be more than one thing, of course. But listen. Just take time now to go into that garden, that fertile garden where things can grow and expand. And find yourself a comfortable place to listen. What is it? What is it I'd like to grow, expand, bring into my life? Take your time and allow the vibrations of the bowls and the music to help you hear, to help you find that space where you know that you know that you know. And with every breath that is breathed through you by Spirit, continue to relax more deeply and more comfortably. The sounds of the bowls and the sounds of my voice help you to relax even more deeply and comfortably. And the more relaxed you are, the more relaxed you are in your body, then your mind begins to slow down and go into theta. where you can hear and where you can know. Becoming more and more relaxed in your body and your mind. Relaxing in the garden. And just a side note, there are legions and legions of angels waiting for you to ask for their assistance in any way that's loving, that's helpful, that's positive. And what I've gotten is that people seem to have forgotten to ask. But all they have to do is ask and they'll receive. So now if you've come up with something you want to grow, you can ask. You can ask for assistance. You can ask for the ability to trust. You can ask for the ability to nurture the new thing that you're bringing into being. Or maybe you still are waiting to hear. You can ask. And there'll be an angel like Gabriel. You'll hear it right in here. You'll hear it right in here, in your heart, in your solar plexus. And you'll know. You'll know. And you'll bring that energy into your sacral area, your sacral chakra area, where things are nurtured and brought into being. Now, sometimes things take a little while to grow, to become, but it seems like, to me, in these times that we live in now, it takes less time to manifest what you ask for. We're the only ones who actually go by time. Outside of our third dimension, it's all now, and it's all love. There are no dichotomies. So maybe your garden is outside this third dimension. You can go there. You can go there where there's only love. There's only nurturance. There's only support. What are you bringing into fruition? Have you actually tended the soil? Have you actually prepared the space? Have you actually been grounded enough to allow yourself to expand to the fifth to sixth to seventh, eighth, whatever dimensions outside of this third? To expand into love, to expand into the possibility, the realm of possibilities. All things are possible. All things are possible. No matter how big the thing is you want to grow and nurture, bring into fruition, it's possible. And sometimes, no matter how we nurture the things we're growing, sometimes weeds pop up and distract us. But you can remove those weeds, anything that's distracting you from your goal, your vision. Just let them go. And sometimes when we ask, and when we set the intention, there may be a delay because somewhere at some level we feel we're unworthy to receive it. But you've always been worthy to receive whatever good you want to bring into your life. Always. I think probably even Mary had a moment where she wondered if she was worthy for this divinity to move through her. And yet she continued to trust. Trust that surely it is. Surely it is. Surely it is. And as you're watching whatever it is that you are bringing into fruition, happening, coming, growing, expanding, whatever it is, notice how it feels. Notice how it feels to have this in your life, in your garden, in your life. Notice how it feels. Does it feel joyful? Does it feel exciting? Does it feel peaceful? Does it feel loving? How does it feel? Maybe you're moving forward now. Maybe you're moving forward in your life with this new thing already here. And maybe you are ready to leave the garden for now. Or not. You're welcome to stay. And maybe manifest something else. Grow something else, expand something else. And as you decide to leave the garden, you may go on a journey like Mary and Joseph did. Their journey into Bethlehem, they arrived, it was rather chaotic. And apparently there was no place for them to stay. And yet they continued to trust and know that if they trusted, all would be well. And all was well among the chaos and all the people and whatever was going on. They brought in something new. Or if you're still in the garden, yeah, just go ahead and plant that new seed and the new vision and nurture it. Trust that surely it is as well. You have different choices. To move on out and stay steady, even if there's chaos around you. You stay steady and you bring forth that which you manifested. And maybe you manifested the knowing of how you can show up as love in the world. Maybe that's what you manifested in your garden. And if that's the case, maybe envision yourself moving now through a new day, showing up as the love that you are. And if you're still in the garden, that's fine too. What are you manifesting there again? What else is new? Maybe you manifested something tangible, something you've needed for a long time. Or maybe you've been through the hurricanes or some other event that led you to have to renew areas of your home or move to somewhere new. And just how does that feel? That things are coming coming around, balancing out. Settling into a new place or renewing your own. Whatever it is you manifested, it came from love to you, who are also love in the world. Your journey is your journey, even in this meditation, and you can choose. You can choose to continue to grow new things, to bring new things to, or you can choose to move on out and experience having what you manifested. It's your choice during this meditation. Let's say part of this was that you realize the love you are, always have been, and always will be. And you recognized that because of that, you have a role in this lifetime to show up as the love you are. And what does that look like? Let's contemplate that for a moment. You see, we have these human being outfits so that we can actually be love in action in the world, while we're still able to recognize and remember that we are not of the world, that we are divine beings of love. Powerful, powerful beings of love. Love is the most powerful emotion and thing there is, and it heals all things. And that is who you are. That is who the other is as well. Even if we may not particularly care for that other or agree with that other, see them as the truth of who they are. Maybe not the way they're showing up, but the truth of who they are, because they're love too. You may want to imagine you are with someone that does make it difficult for you sometimes, but feel the connection from heart to heart. and send that love to the other person. Just send the love. With no judgment, nothing. Just send the love. There are families this time of year, I hear, in my practice and counseling, not all people are happy in this time of year. But you can still show up as love for yourself first and then the other. It doesn't mean you have to be with them if you absolutely can't. You have to be detached. That's okay. You can still send love. Whatever anyone else is choosing in their life is none of my business. It's none of your business. I love them anyway. Because that's who you are. That's who you've always been. And that's who you will always be. And you know this. Not everyone does. Just because they're not there, no judgment, just a recognition, an observation. Just love them anyway. So grow your love. Nurture your love. It's constantly flowing. Constantly flowing. Ooh, it's what connects all of us. Because we are all a part of divine love. So whatever you've been nurturing and growing in your garden, I'm sure it's of love. You might consider how it's going to affect others or what it is for and how it can also bring love. Yes, so if there are people in your life, now is a good time to send that love to them individually. And sometimes that means forgiving. But forgiving opens us up for giving love to ourselves and then others. So maybe there's somebody, or yourself even, that could benefit from your loving forgiveness. And that is how you will share your love, by forgiving. And even if that person isn't even in physicality, and you're still holding something around, something that happened when they were here. Are you ready to be the love you are and forgive them? Give them the opportunity to be free, completely free. So many ways to be loved, to grow your love, to use whatever you've manifested in your garden, to use it lovingly. I know I've used a lot of lovingly words, but that's sometimes needed when we forget who we are. Wrapped up in the busyness of the holidays, the holy days are for that remembering. Advent is that time to remember, to be love, to be open to receive the divine, to recognize the divine, to accept that you are divine. Accept who you are. And how does that feel? How does that feel? And one thing, stay grounded. Stay grounded as you expand, as Mother Earth is loving you too. And see your roots being nurtured by her, allowing the wisdom to move up into your body, allowing balance. Mother Earth always stays in balance. Though we may not always like the way she chooses, but she's just keeping things in balance, and she always will. So allow her nurturance and her balance and her wisdom to be a part of you as you also expand vertically in connection and knowing your connection with all that is. And all that is love. Allow this loving music to flow through your body. Raise your frequency. And now that you know who you are, you know that you are love personified. You can begin to notice whatever is supporting you. You're always supported. And any other sounds that may be around you. And notice how relaxed your body and how quiet your mind can be as you begin to feel all the parts of your body, maybe wiggling your fingers and toes or rolling your shoulders, making a little figure 8 with your head. Taking a deep, deep breath. And coming back on your exhale. When you're ready, open your beautiful eyes. And be here now. Be here now as the love that you are. And I love you. I love you forever. I love you forever. I love you forever. I love you forever more. Namaste. Thank you for being with us. A couple of things I want to remind you of. Tomorrow night is our Oh Holy Night, where we celebrate everything, and we have the most amazing music, and everything is it's just a beautiful way to experience the holy days. And also, just go to firstunity.org for all kinds of things that were coming up in the new year. We have Burning Bowl, we have some concerts, there's a lot going on. And we're here every Sunday morning at 8:30 for a more traditional sort of unity service with Reverend John and Reverend Aileen. And then at 11 o'clock, we have our full-out service with joyful celebration. And we have a little black box back there, which is actually a bank, you see, because you put in an investment in yourself and in your spiritual growth. So we appreciate anything that goes in that black box, but it's really for you. So thank you, and thank yourself for doing that for yourself. And thank you, Michaela. That was so beautiful. Thank you so much. And personally, I wish you the most blessed, peaceful, joyful, and loving holidays. And so it is. Namaste.
We love you.
I love you too.
Thank you for all that you give us.
Thank you.